Hi, this is Robin, and I'm going to be doing a session on relaxation and some aversion therapy for some eating issues. So first I invite you to find a space, a comfortable space where you're not disturbed, to find a couch, an upright bed, or even you could lie flat, uninterrupted, where you're able to just relax. So find that space. Maybe you want to stop this until you find the space. And now I'd like to invite you, when you're ready, to relax. And not until then, but just when you're ready to relax, you can slowly close your eyes. Not until you're ready. So now that your eyes are closed, I'd like you to take some deep breaths, really deep breaths. And I'd like you to imagine breathing in relaxation and breathing out any stresses, strains, and worries. So you're going to breathe in relaxation, and you're going to breathe out any stresses, strains, and worries. One more time, take a nice breath in and a nice breath out. Now I'd like you to imagine that every breath that you take in is coming from a point that's just behind your belly button, so deep within your stomach. Every breath you take is coming from that point. You can just be aware of your surroundings. Notice the temperature of the room. Notice how your back feels against whatever you've chosen to feel completely relaxed in. Notice any sounds and noises within the room or outside of the room. And if there's a sudden, unexpected noise, just let that be part of this meditation. And for a moment, just taking your attention to your feet. Notice how your feet feel. Notice the temperature of your feet. And your breathing just really starting to slow down. And as you start to relax, the more your breathing starts to slow down. And the more your breathing slows down, the more you're able to relax. And I'd like you to imagine, to use the power of your imagination, to imagine and pretend and make believe that hovering over your head is this wonderful ball of healing, calming, and peaceful light. Just hovering right over your head, right now, is this wonderful ball of healing, calming, and peaceful light. And I'd like you to imagine this wonderful ball of light simply entering through the very top, the very tippy top of your head. It soothes and smooths every fiber, every cell of your being. This wonderful ball of light drifts down and down, deeper to the muscles in your face. This calming, comforting, and peaceful light. It drifts down deeper still to the muscles in your neck and shoulders. A wonderful ball of calming, comforting, and peaceful light. It wraps around like a blanket of comfort, drifting down deeper still to the muscles in your arms. This calming, comforting, and peaceful light. It drifts down deeper to the muscles in your chest, in your belly. This wonderful ball of healing, comforting, and peaceful light. It drips down deeper still deeper and deeper through the muscles in your legs, this wonderful ball of healing, comforting, and peaceful light. And I wonder if you'd like to experience being 100 times more relaxed than you are right now. If you'd like to experience being 100 times more comfortable, 100 times more peaceful. If you'd like to experience this, just allow yourself to. That's right. Just allow yourself to go into a really nice deep state of relaxation. You were born with this wonderful ability to take yourself down deeper, 100 times deeper. And you could do that right now, drifting down 100 times more. When you're there, 100 times more peaceful, 100 times more comfortable. I want you to feel completely relaxed all the way down deeper, deeper, and deeper still, 100 times more relaxed. And I wonder how fantastic it would be if you could take yourself to a place in your mind, to a really special place that only you know about. A place where you can easily accept all suggestions that are meant for you, that are all for your benefit. It might be a special room in your mind that you want to label as health. Create that space in your mind, that special place, that special room where you can easily accept all the suggestions in your future. When you're there, in that really special place, I'd like you to see yourself there. Really see yourself in this special place. You can have anything that you choose. You could put anything you choose in this special place. You can put love, happiness, possessions, health, people, whatever you want, because it is your special space. And every time you go to this place, you'll feel very wonderful, very special, and you'll feel 100 times more relaxed, 100 times more easily relaxed and peaceful. And this is a place where you could create the life that you choose, a life that's right for you. You can create that slimmer, healthier, fitter you. But when you're there, just enjoying that special place, I'd like you to think again of the important reasons that you want to become slimmer. Perhaps being there for those people you love and care about, the people who really rely on you. Perhaps you want to be there for your emotional and physical well-being. Maybe it's just so good to wear those smaller sizes that fit you so well and comfortably. How pleased and proud of yourself you'd feel. And perhaps you'd just be free. You would have this incredible sense of freedom. I'd like you to think of those important reasons of wanting to become your slimmer and healthier self. And you've become this really positive and easy journey to become that slimmer and healthier you. Already you can leave food that just doesn't have the same appeal anymore. And you could feel good about what you eat. You could find yourself with a relaxed feeling about leaving that food that your body just doesn't need. All your body needs, just those 3 small, healthy meals. And maybe in the past, you've been kind of using your body to fill some type of emotional need. You know the feeling when you've got so much on your plate to do and you work so hard all day. You work hard doing things for everybody else, but not taking care of yourself. And you look so forward to that little bit of space, that little bit of downtime that's just for you at the end of the day. And all day you are looking forward to that little bit of time that's just for you when nobody needs anything. Nobody needs or expects anything, and nobody wants anything. You just get to that point where you think you've done everything, and then you remember you have one more thing to do. And your body is just worn down. But you begin to enjoy this wonderful, wonderful feeling of spaces in between each meal. You can enjoy the feeling between each meal, the wonderful, relaxed spaces of giving you and your body real time off. A real nice break. We almost have these different parts to our personality. There's a part of you, I'm sure, that has always wanted to be healthy and has been healthy. It's always wanting to feel good and look good. I'm sure there's always been that part. But then there's been another part. There's been another part that's felt as if it was in your best interest to eat more than you need. I'd just like you to take a moment to recognize these different parts of you, because you can choose now which part to listen to, which part serves you well for the future, for the person that you are today. And I'd like you to imagine something for me. I'd like you to imagine that by your side right now is this big empty bucket, a big empty vat. And I'd like you to imagine if all and any of your bits and pieces of excess body fat were dripped and drained away into the bucket. What would that fat look like if you could see it there? If all and any of those bits and pieces of your excess body fat were dripped and drained away into that bucket, what that fat would look like. So that bucket by your side, with all the bits and pieces of extra body fat dripped and drained away there. Think about the colors. Let's just say it's this really disgusting color of yellow, green, and brown in that bucket. And now let's give it a consistency. Is it lumpy, smooth, stringy? What is it? What does it look like? Let's just say that it's very sludgy-like. Okay, so that yellow, green, and brown, greenish sludge is in that bucket. And if you could smell it, if you could smell that yellow, green, and brownish sludge in that bucket, what would it smell like? Let's just say it would smell like the most disgusting thing you could possibly smell. So let us visualize that yellow, green, and brown, disgusting sludge that smells absolutely disgusting that's in that bucket. I am sure you wouldn't choose to allow that back into your body. To see yourself in your mind's eye, those times you might go for a piece of bread, but before you put that bread into your mouth, before you put it in your mouth, I want you to imagine dipping that bread into that bucket, getting a big blob of that yellow, greenish, brownish sludge that smells so disgusting. and having to do that before you eat something, it just makes you feel, just so disgusting. And getting a blob of the fat on there, because I'm sure you would never ever choose to allow that back into your body. And you can enjoy those wonderful feelings, those wonderful relaxed feelings of lightness. Enjoy the feeling of relaxing around foods, because it's almost like you've been in a bad relationship. It's like being in a relationship with somebody that kind of poses as your friend. And some of those foods that maybe promise to make you feel better, promise to give you comfort, posed as your friend. But what friend would really reward you with no freedom? What friend would reward you with imprisonment? What friend would reward you with bad health? And if you knew somebody who had somebody in their life who just merely posed as a friend, I wonder what you would tell them. I'm sure you'd say, stand up to that person. Tell that person to get lost. Don't have that person in your life. Because each and every time that you stand up to any of these old bullying type of cravings, the weaker their hold on you will become. You can enjoy a new sense of freedom, a real sense of freedom, and all your body really needs is just those 3 small, healthy meals. You can listen to what your body tells you, your body that does have all the answers. You just need to listen to it. I want you to imagine something for me. I want you to imagine that way up there in the distance, way off in the distance, there's a big 0. And the other side of that 0 are the best feelings you could ever imagine. The other side of that 0 is the very best version of you and all the feelings that will come with that. So I'm going to count from 3 down to 0. And as I begin to count, you can imagine traveling closer and closer to that 0. When I get to 0, you can pass through that 0 and you can experience the feelings that you're going to experience when you are that healthier, fitter you. When you've achieved that goal, all the proud, fantastic feelings that you'll have, but not until I say 0. So 3, imagine floating, drifting toward the 0, looking forward to how it's going to feel when you get to the other side. 2, getting closer and closer, anticipating those wonderful feelings. And 1, growing closer and closer to that 0, the sense of that draw, how it's going to feel when you've achieved your goal, and 0. So now go through that 0. Now take a moment to enjoy those wonderful, fantastic feelings of you. They are wearing the size clothes that you want to wear, feeling so proud of yourself. And you have complete control, feeling so wonderful and good, feeling that will remain with you now. And step by step, you're becoming that slimmer, healthier, fitter you. And like goals, the emotions you don't need to hold on to anymore. Because you know when you catch your reflection in the mirror, that person staring back at you is a person of worth. The person staring back at you is a person of value. And the person who's staring back at you loves freely. The person who is capable of being loved, which is you. You know that to be true because you are that person. You are that person. And step by step, you can be that size and that shape that you want to be. You can do it. have that inner belief. Have the belief it's all yours for the taking. And all your body needs is just those 3 small, healthy meals. Choosing the foods that are just right for you. Enjoy the feeling of the freedom. Enjoy the feeling of the spaces in between each meal, and not allowing any of the fat in that bucket back into your body. So I'm going to wake you up now. I'm going to count from 5 to 1, and when I get to 1, you'll be able to open your eyes, and those wonderful, wonderful feelings, those can-do feelings, those feelings of strength and determination will remain with you for just as long as you need. So 5, just slowly, slowly waking. 4, 3, feeling some energy now, starting to work its way through your body. 2, you're feeling so good inside. And 1, and you could open your eyes. Congratulations, you made it through. I know you can do it. Take it one step at a time. And just feel very proud of yourself. For every moment that passes, you feel stronger and healthier and more free.